2K25 has been out for almost a full week now, and we have a lot to talk about. By the way, first full gameplays in today's video of the year, so I hope you guys enjoy. Drop a like for me, hit that subscribe button if you're new, because we're trying to get to 1 million subs, and let's get right into it. Later on in the video, I'm going to tell you guys how I feel about the game so far. I've played about 370 games, so stick around for my...
I got like action on the motherfucker.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting here. Okay, I'm sitting here doing the. Okay.
opinion, and we got a lot of important things
I gotta
to talk
do the
about.
method
The
to,
biggest right now conversation in 2K25, of course, if you guys are not on social media, is the shooting. So that's going to be a big part of today's video, but trust me, there's going to be more important things as well. Let's get right into it though. Okay, so Solo said the green window on wide open, high risk reward jump shots needs to be slightly bigger. 100 emoji. Cry about it if you want. So in the last video,
I just don't want. I don't know why it's not
he is
consistent,
now doubling down and adamant that 2K needs to change the shooting of the game. Now, J.A. Bridgeforth said 13 of the top 14 players in 3v3 for 3-point shots are shooting below 50% from the 3-point line.
I knew it wasn't fucking me, bro. The fuck?
Now, let me know how you guys feel about what is going on currently with the shooting. But
Grinding
said
that should be
the
pissing
problem
me
with
off.
asking for a shooting patch
is that will never be a slight bug. Everyone just make everything in the game. They are barely in contest in the first place, bro. I get frustration buffing shooters just make 2K24 all over again.
It will never be a quote-unquote slight
buff.
All that, bro. Everyone will make everything in a game where there are barely any contests in the first place. I get the frustration, but buffing shooting will just make it 2K24 all over again. Okay, that is a lot to remember. Dimework said Mike Wang spoiled people with that shooting patch back in 24. Now, dudes think that they are entitled to greens. Now they think if they suck, something is wrong with the game. It's never a skill issue because they were just so good in 24. This is what happens when you constantly cater to bums. 24 was a game that you could shoot with your eyes closed in. I promise folks weren't as skilled.
Okay, I didn't play next gen, but that's not
as
true.
You might think. Now, if we go back to early last year, this was the same exact issue. I still remember to this day because it was one of, if not the biggest change in 2K24. They made shooting easier multiple times, actually, I believe, and I begged them. This happened in early October, by the way. I'm telling you, I remember. I begged 2K to not change the shooting because I just really started getting it down. I was shooting like 70%. 80% almost on some builds when I was being very selective with my shots, you know, waiting to take over to shoot more, things like that. I tried. But anyway, this is what I said on Twitter, okay? After almost a week of 2K25, I still don't think shooting needs a buff for the casual mode.
I think if I reset my stats, I shoot like 50, 55, 60% of the guard currently. When I'm up a lot, I made a lock last night. I started rhythm shooting. I believe a spot up popper can shoot 60.
Can't really speak on Pro-Am and Proving Grounds because I haven't played a lot of it. But I think if I reset my stats right now, I'd shoot around 55 to 60% as a guard. Currently, I'm at 48.9%, but I also shoot dumb stuff when I'm up a lot. I made a lock last night and started rhythm shooting, and I believe a spot up slash popper can shoot a good 60 to 70% with that easily. People will figure it out. Maybe I'll change my mind. I'm just not a fan of RNG, though.
Me too,
bro. In just a second, but let me just recap that, guys.
Shit is annoying. RNG is not skilled, bro. Missing sometimes.
Hey, where Howard made a lockdown build last night. 1, to make a lockdown. 2, to try out the rhythm shooting with kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I was wanting to go out there with a little bit of practice and not do it on my guard right away because you have to dribble and quick stop and then use the stick to rhythm shoot. So we'll talk about rhythm shooting later, but I'm telling you, it will help out your game a lot. Okay, so let's see right here. I said in this tweet that got almost 1,000 likes now, if 2K25 has RNG in the shooting, then it is a problem. Random number generator. Long story short, if you have a 99 3-point, wide open, and a lethal, off legend dimer, and perfect timing, you'll still miss like 1 to 3 shots out of 10, even if you perfectly time it. You should never be penalized for perfectly timing.
If Mike Wang wants to have lower shooting percentages than previous years, that's fine. But the way no RNG and the smaller green window, we'll be able to cheat better probably, but they already are, and us legit players need to stop being penalized for it. Yeah, niggas are cheating. So. That's like the trickiest thing about it all, bro.
Especially with a high rating. My solution, though, if Mike Wang really wants to have lower shooting percentages, more realistic than, you know, But the better way is no RNG and a smaller green window. So a harder to time shot, but no RNG where the game makes you miss. Will people be able to cheat better? Probably, but they already are. And us legit players need to stop being penalized for it. Us legit players are once again punished by this game. The 5,000 different shot timings was to quote-unquote combat cheaters, but there is still people cheating. I'm telling you guys, they are right now trying to develop a no meter script, but in the park and things like that, you are playing against some cheaters, bro. If they have the meter on, I'm not saying you're a cheater if you have meter on, but there is people out there cheating. So 2K Labs just recently figured out that 2K25 has no pure green window.
That's what. Oh my god, bro. I knew it. I fucking knew it, bro. Like, that shit is so, bro.
So even with a 99 three-pointer, the game just decides, even when you're perfectly timing the shot, for you to miss. That's why I said, make the green window smaller so that people are still not shooting that good, if that's what Mike Wang really wants. But it is very awful. I don't think any game needs RNG. It is very awful to perfectly time a shot and get penalized for it. You know what I'm saying? In a video game, a basketball video game where user timing is the most important skill gap of the game, okay? So let's get further into this, man. I don't want to, talk about that too long. Hank the Tank went to Twitter, and this is what he said about it. Don't play 1v1 proving rounds unless you want to torture yourself. I just played the same post score 3 games in a row as a 6'3 guard. Why the F is the matchmaking not by height or position in a ranked 1v1 mode? So a lot of people are talking about the proving rounds and how long it takes to get a game. Once you get to gold rank, you got to wait like 20 minutes to get a game. It's pretty bad out there, but I do think that 2K should change it to where you shouldn't be playing post scores if you're a point guard. I mean, they did this in the past, and then they changed it again. I don't know why they're just like, flip-flopping on all these things. But yeah, all the top players in the 1v1 court are post score, post score, post score. I mean, it's just go to the leaderboards on there. You can look at their player card. They're all post scorers, guys. Anyway, this is what Coldman had to say. Please remove skill-based matchmaking from casual modes. That's why we have proving grounds and stage, and please make 1v1 position locked or 5'9" to 6'4", 6'5", 6'9", 6'10". You know what I'm saying? It can be position or it can be height. And he also said, please add a pure green window.
My nigga, god damn.
Once again, like, I don't want anyone to twist my words if you didn't actually get down what I was saying. I don't want shooting to be easier.
Yeah, just add a pure green window somewhere,
no RNG in the game. RNG, random number generator, decides for you if you're gonna win the game or not. That does not make any sense. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be like that. Now, Chris CT said, apparently, according to 2K Labs, there's full bars in 2K25, even on high-risk shooting. So, I mean, this is common knowledge at the moment that there is no way to pure green a shot. The game really just decides, hey, you timed it in the window, but we don't want you to hit that shot because you hit the last shot. Like, that is crazy. You know what I'm saying? That is absolutely diabolical. And some people are arguing, this is the only argument I've seen from that. Hey, your favorite 2Ks, 2K16, 2K15 had RNG, and you guys loved it. Okay.
We missed greens, my nigga. Nobody liked that shit. Shut your bitch ass up. Like, bro, whoever said that, bro, shut your bitch ass up.
That's a decent point, I guess, but that doesn't mean the game was ruined. That doesn't mean 2K25 is ruined because it has that. It is always a bad thing, in my opinion, to have RNG. So even if your favorite 2Ks ever, 15, 16, 17, had RNG, that is not good. You see what I'm saying? I don't think that any of those games should have had that. Now, into badge stats. Shout out to 2K.
Even 2K19, bro. Even 2K fucking 19. Bro, even 2K fucking 19, bro. Once you get to an 86 3-point shot, pure green window. You can green that bitch every time.
Here working, you see a movable enforcer from no badge to legend works. Okay, it is almost a linear graph right there. And thank you, 2K. I do not want to see any badges that don't work this year or barely go up, from like Hall of Fame to Legend, where those points cost so much to get, right? Let's say 88 strength versus 92 costs way more than to go from silver to gold, right? Those badges need to go up. And in previous years, sometimes they haven't done that correctly, okay? So,
I don't know
strong
why that's
handles, he says, is crazy on 2K25. We're seeing a little bit of some sweet spot here, so silver to gold is not too bad. But Hall of Fame is that big jump, and then Legend is another jump. Thank you once again, 2K.
Thank you.
At the moment, the badges are not too bad. Like, it's linear enough for me to be happy, okay? But please remember, at the same time, these tests are not perfect. Not all of them are perfect tests, okay? So the next one, though, is going to be Hustle Rebounder, or Rebound Chaser, you know, whatever you want to call it. From gold to Hall of Fame to Legend. The jumps are apparently the same, but he also did get some different results in there. So that is up to your opinion, what you want to do. The ability to grab the rebounds is a little bit different as you go up, but this one is another big one as well. The agility test, 25, 43, 62, 80, 99, and once again, you are going to keep that agility on if you want to have a sort of lockdown build, or like I just made a new lockdown build and I have very high agility. So let's talk about another thing right here, because he has a lot of different ones. A speed test. You see, once again, speed is working decently correctly. I don't want to say 100% correctly in 2K25. So shout out to 2K at the moment. You know, I gotta give them the W's. It really should.
This is how the bro. I can't even speak. This is how the game is supposed to fucking work, bro. Why, bro?
Shouldn't even be a W. It's a lowercase W, because that's just how the game should work. Like, the game should just work. The badges should work how they should, but in previous years they haven't. So
it's time we had a heart-to-heart about our future. 68% of business leaders report a lack of diversity in their workforce. Closing that gap can open a world of opportunity. DeVry Scholars programs provide you the critical skills.
I gotta say that now, okay? Anyway, I did show it in a previous video, but if you guys didn't see it, you see right here from 2K Labs, Lightning Launch at Legend gives you a 20% speed increase. Bronze is 7. The sweet spot is gold, I would say, because you do get a 4% jump from silver. So keep that in mind. Shout out to 2K Labs, man. They have the best jump shots. They have statistics on jump shots, including the most important jump shot statistic that 2K doesn't show you, which is the green window, guys. Yeah. I'm telling you, it is by far the most important. I don't know why 2K doesn't show you that, but their link is in the description. If you want to sign up, my code is badgeplug. They also have a lot of free stuff too, so keep that in mind. They have a lot of free stuff to help you save money on your builds and things like that, okay? But link is in the description. We have more to talk about. So Ticino, he said, FYI, rhythm shooting makes the shooting in 2K25 way easier. Huge green windows. Mike Wing was right. Right stick down, then up in motion with the shot. Probably won't use square again for most shots. Now, I did want to wait until we were done with all this news to give you guys my opinion on the game so far. But this is something I do want to talk about real quick as the topic is up. I did make that lockdown, and I'm telling you, I went out there with no hotspots, guys. I was shooting very good. Now, keep in mind, I was shooting off Hall of Fame Dimer. My teammate did have Hall of Fame Dimer, but I was shooting literally no hotspots, like 60, 70%. So 3-point percentages are a perspective this year that you have to get down. I'm currently shooting 48.9% in total, but like 350 of my games out of 380 or whatever are on guard, okay? The lag, the latency, it's bad out here. That's what they need to fix. The chops, the lag, the latency. If you're a spot up, I believe to be elite, you need to be shooting 50, 55 right now, something like that. Like, you're gonna have to be shooting better, bro, because I'm just saying, I went out there and I was sparking that thing. Now I got lethals. Now I got my jump shot right. I got some badges, and I've been rhythm shooting, guys. And I have figured out today, as well as putting my teammates on and everyone I've been playing with, rhythm shooting is the wave. At the moment, I don't know if they're gonna change it. I don't know if they're gonna nerf it, whatever. But I'm telling you right now, guys, please trust me. Learn rhythm shooting. Especially if you're not a guard. If you're anything but a guard, go learn rhythm shooting. It will save your life, dude. I was hitting shots that I didn't even think I was timing correctly, and they were still going in. The green window on that needs to be tested. I do want to see the statistics, but I'm telling you, it is so much more forgiving, and I also believe it might fully or much less remove the RNG, the quote-unquote RNG in the game that just makes you miss shots. It could just be that it fully removes that, and that's why I was feeling so much better. But please, as a guard, the only reason I'm saying as a guard don't learn it is because you got to do so much. You got to quick stop, and then you got to learn how to rhythm shoot, so it's going to be hard for a lot of people. I just started trying it today on my guard. I've only got, 10, 20 games in trying it out, but I'm going to try to figure it out. It might not be worth it, though, as a guard because of all the things you already have to do. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, LaMonsta went to Twitter and he told us this. Starter 4 has Patrick Mills, jump shot, Patty Mills, Trae Young, dribbling, D Fox, dribble style, which is apparently very good in this game, Steve Francis, size up, guys. So keep that in mind, okay? When we get to starter 4, when everyone gets there, or if you're gonna, grind out, starter 4 is not too far away, okay? I'm like 370 games in. I'm like halfway to starter 3, so I'm guessing 500 to 1,000, depending on how much double level you play. You'll be able to get it. I think that's also going to change the offense as well. People are asking for nerfs and buffs, and I think that we just need to calm down for right now. The game just came out. There are some things, guys, there is some things. I played 300. I know I keep saying this. I played a lot of games. And there are some things I really want to complain about, but I don't even want to put it out there because I just don't want 2K to change anything about the game right now, because when they do, it's always a dramatic change. There's an animation that I talked about before where you're driving into the basket. You're way ahead of your defender. And if they hit X or square to reach, they get this crazy teleportation animation, which gives them a steal. Corny, that's my really biggest gameplay complaint at the moment. I'm not saying nerf interceptor, not saying nerf glove, whatever it is, but you guys that have played the game know exactly what I'm talking about. When someone's driving, they just fly. Like, they actually are a good 5 feet behind you, 6 feet, and they teleport onto you. Other than that, I don't think really anything needs to be changed at the moment. Let's wait another week or two, please, at least, before we get a patch. But I do think 2K is going to drop something soon, guys. I really do, because there's a lot going on Twitter. Now, there is also a patch that did come out that we haven't talked about yet on the news videos, and let's just pop it up right here. It came out on September 8th, and basically, it's not a lot. Address an issue that could cause multiple versions of my player to appear in the NBA and potentially prevent certain quests from completing. Fixed a hang that people were getting. Resolved error messages. Fixed connection issues that could occur when playing starting 5. But the big one is stability and performance changes have been made to improve the overall playing experience. Now, I think that it did fix the lag and latency a little bit, but the game needs to actually get fixed, okay? Now, once again, I'm not talking about gameplay.
Visit Vanguard.com/fixedincome today.
We shouldn't have to talk about the gameplay, bro.
Build a $6 triple play at Subway. Choose a pocket melt and 2 sides for just $6.
That hard.
I don't really want much to change about gameplay at the moment. We really haven't seen a lot of, maxed out badges, builds, playing against other maxed out badges, builds with hotspots and lethals and blah, blah, blah. But I don't think anyone can argue, this is what I'm trying to focus on, and I started last year, with things that are, like, no one's going to argue that the game needs to not be chopping and lagging and delayed while you're playing the game, right? So that is what I think 2K needs to fix at the moment, because it is rough out there, bro. I'm playing on really good internet, and I'm also, I'm playing on a next-gen console, all that type of stuff. But let me give you guys one tip, by the way, that made it this far. Don't go in the subway. If you go into the subway, I don't know if they fixed this yet, but I just got put on not too long ago. So I'm putting you guys on. Drop a like for me if you haven't yet, bro. Don't go in the subway. If you travel through the subway one time, dashboard, close your app, close your game, get out of there, go back in. I don't know if the issue is still occurring, but that was a big part of what was causing a lot of lag and latency and stuff like that for me, okay? So to go to parks, you're going to have to whip out your go-kart. If you haven't went and got the go-kart, you need to go get that. You only have to do like 1 or 2 races and beat a certain time, and you get a free go-kart. That's the best go-kart, the best vehicle 2K's ever dropped by far. I can't even believe I'm like hyping them up for dropping something like that, but it's honestly really good for getting around the city. So just walk to where you need to go, or go-kart, and then invite people. Don't go through the subway. Now, PowerDF said right here, It costs about 189,000 BC to reach 85 overall, and 374,000 BC to reach 99 in 2K25, which is nearly identical to 2K24. There doesn't seem to be any significant change in the BC required to upgrade a build.
Oh, Jesus.
So that's a small sigh of relief. However, you know, builds still cost an insane amount of money. The game costs an insane amount of money. If you don't want to play... if you don't want to spend money, it takes you an insane amount of time. So either way, you're paying for it. Or there's some people that enjoy the 60 to 99 grind, no money spent all the way through. But I'm telling you, bro, the 60 and 70 overalls are painful, okay? And most people do not enjoy that. They just have to because they don't have the money to upgrade their build. So either way, you're paying for it. You're putting in a ridiculous amount of hours. It took me like 100 and something hours of gameplay in 2K24 to do it. Now, let's talk about gameplay in specific real quick. I want to give you guys my opinion on the game, like I said in the beginning of the video. At the moment, I'm on the fence about the game, guys. I can't lie to you. I don't care about a logo. I don't care about, you know, all these types of things that you can get for getting on your knees for 2K, basically. The game is just really fluky.
Right?
Now, if you guys don't play any sort of competitive 2K or watch 2K, that's something that a lot of competitive players use. It's a term where there's a lot of things that just are not consistent at all. I mean, there is games where we're tipping a passing lane 7 times, perfect defense, and every single time we drop it, right? We play perfect defense 5 plays in a row, and the ball bounces out to Africa, and you can't grab it. You know what I'm saying? There's so many things that are just very, very fluky and inconsistent. Some games, you're catching everything. 5 steals in a row, you're Randy Moss out there, Calvin Johnson. The next game, you can't do anything. You have Hall of Fame deflector. That's what me and my friends have been calling it. Or the fly swatter. Whatever you want to call it. It is not interceptor, right? Offense. They said precise stops in the trailer, guys. Dynamic, whatever. You can't stop in this game.
Okay.
At least right now, in my opinion, from playing guard. And, you know, I would say I'm close to an elite guard in the game. At least. You can't precise stop. When you go for a quick stop, it's still RNG.
Garbage.
You get random animations for quick stopping. So you don't know what type of animation you're going to get that starts your shot. Then you got 5,000 different shot timings. So on top of the quick stop, you have a whole bunch of different animations. It is rough out here for a guard. If you guys don't play guard, you're probably not struggling nearly as much as people that are playing guard. It is a completely different game, especially on 2K25. The game really, really, really wants you to just run in and dunk. And I do understand. I'm not saying that 3 hunting needs to be the meta, right? I'm not saying that at all. Okay, I'm actually glad that 3 hunting is not like super meta at the moment. But you're much more likely to win a game if you just run in and pray. You know what I'm saying? Pray. That's all you do. You can literally get random number generated on perfectly timed shots. Imagine you start a game and you lose the game because your first 2 shots you perfectly timed.
Bro, I swear he just hit that shit right on the nail, because niggas will get up and then you have to play the comeback game, whether it be 3. Like, if it's 3s, hell yeah, you have to play the comeback game. That shit is so corny, bro.
And the game said, nope, F you. You know what I'm saying? That's it, guys. Click one of these 2 videos right here if you want to see how to get to 99 overall quick, or my new 5'9" build. I'm telling you, it's crazy. I know.
That shit corny as hell, bro. Niggas, I've been wondering why my shit tweaking. I'm thinking like, nigga, we're just garbage. Like, maybe we're just garbage. No, nigga, that random RNG stupid shit. Should I be talking about? Like, niggas can't have no fun on shits.
Niggas hop in that car and they get up with you. With the Austin, them boy getting hit up with you. Talking harder, that shit make me harder. That shit make me smarter. I'm better off being with you. Hurt me deep if you think I